Crypto Dough Show. And today, we are talking about Jasmy. Jasmy is looking real jazzy right now. Yesterday, I bought a couple of $1,000 worth at approximately 0.0099. So, basically a penny. Basically a penny. And I did a post and I said, this is, to me, in my opinion, right? This is a valuable play. Why? Because Jasmy has utility, right? It has utility and it's within the top 200-300 coins. So I said, okay. I've been posted about Jasmy, but yesterday I just said, well, you know what? If I put a couple of thousands in here, right? That financial advice, I noticed that I said, if I put a couple of thousands in here, right? The worst thing that can happen, I can lose a couple of thousands. So the downside to me is worth the risk. The upside to me is worth the risk rather than the downside. The upside is it has a 50x to 100x potential. It already been to $1 and some change, $2 if not. So I said, huh? Oh yes, this is an opportunity. Now, 6 months from now, people may say I should have just listened to Crypto Dough because he did say this was an opportunity. Now the opportunity is based on your risk and your risk management, right? You want to put a couple of $100 in there, that's on you, right? But I did my research with Jasmy. It's, to me, it's an undervalued play. And I think, right, that it can at least go back up. Look, if it goes up to 20 cents, I would have 20x my money. If it goes up to 10 cents, I would have 10x my money. The market cap is low. It's under $500 million. To me, it's considered a small market cap, right? If it goes to 50 cents, that's a 50x. If it goes to $1, that's 100x. If it goes to its all-time high, that's 130 to 200x. You get it? So the upside to me is more grand than the downside. So to me, I like plays like that, right? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time here, this is Crypto Dough. Once again, here to share everything I know with you guys. So together, we can go further than Wells Fargo. That's the point. This is a crypto channel. Help me get to 10,000 subs, right? I appreciate the subs as well. I also have a merch store. It's going to be in the description, right? Go check out my merch store. We got some fly gear, crypto awareness. This is an educational platform. So all we talk about is crypto and money getting and money making and prospects, right? I think the best time to actually deploy money is when the market is red. And right now, the market is, it's red. So I personally think that's the best time to deploy money. Deploy money in the red, right? And after you deploy the money in the red, you're going to want to retrieve it in the green. That's just my market. That's just my scheme. Deploy it in the red, retrieve it in the green. Right? JD, hey sir, I made it. I appreciate you, JD. Thanks for sliding through. You always show me some love. I appreciate it, JD. Thank you. Let me know what you think about Jasmy. I think it's an undervalued play, but let me give you a market update too as well. Bitcoin currently right now is sitting at $109,000. I told you guys Bitcoin went all the way down to 102 on the flash crash with the $19 billion liquidated. Yes. And then it also crashed back down to 103,000. I said if Bitcoin don't hold 100,000, it can fill a gap at approximately $88,000 to $94,000. The way I see it is by the end of this month, Bitcoin will be back at 130. That's just how I see it for right now. Not financial advice, but based on the charting and all of that, and then it actually wicked up to 113. Just what, yesterday or the day before, it wicked up to 113. So with that being said, I said, okay, Bitcoin is trying here. Also, I noticed that the volume on Bitcoin was enormous. I seen it at a $60 billion volume. Then the next day I checked it, it was at 112. Well, I said, God damn, it went up by 50%. People are buying. Now, the way I see it is, it's not the people that are buying. I think retail is frustrated, right? So the only people that I could think that actually have the money and the capability of actually buying currently is the institutions, and they buying like hell. Let me repeat, they're buying like hell. We got quite a few people in here. Smash that like button, get the likes up. JD said, I already bought some a while ago. I am down, but I think Jasmy is big, and it's big in Japan. It's big in Japan. That's one reason why I invested in it too, because I said them Japanese, oh yeah, when it comes time for that technology, and the fact that this one is catered to a certain region, that's all I'm saying. Now, my average cost for buying Jasmy is at 0.0099. So to me, I'm up right now. I'm up a couple of percentages right now. Jasmy went up about 11-12% yesterday. So we at what, a little bit over 1 cent and like 11 or 12, right? So, and I think that the lows are in for Jasmy. I think that the lows are in for the entire market, if I'm not mistaken. The reason why I say this is it is currently the the 23rd, right? It's the 23rd. The way I see it is, we got a couple more days until November 1st. November 1st, I think before that and or on that day, the market is going to boom, because Trump is going to come out with some form of agreement with China. When he announced it, notice, when he announced it, to me, that was him telling you, buy. Can't directly tell you, but when he announced it, why did, to me, all the institutions bought? Remember, he's part of the bigger piece of the pie, or a bigger influence. So if he's making sure that his compadres make money, which are the institutions, right? Then as far as data, I've seen that the institution bought. The only people that did not buy, to me, was retail, because they done shook retail out with that $19 billion liquidation. They shook 80-90% of retail out, because retail likes to leverage. Me, I like to spot buy. I'm learning how to leverage better and stuff like that, but I may do, the max I may do is 3x leverage. I'm not doing 50, 100x, 200x. Not saying that that's not going to work, but it's just my risk tolerance. In anything, you should have something called risk management, right? And I'm going to manage my risk. I'm a 3-for-1 guy, meaning that 3 out of 1, I'm going to win. So if I roll something 4 times, 3 times, I'm banking on me winning. I could take the loss once. I could, because that's part of the game. But I need to win more than I'm losing. That's just how I see it. Right? That's just how I see it. So like I say, November 1st is right around the corner. The government shutdown is also playing an effect with this, because I remember, where these ETF approvals at? Oh, did we forget? Oh no, I didn't. Crypto Doe did not forget. Where are these ETF approvals? But if you understand litigation, and if the courts are closed, then everything is on, can we say, pause? Oh yes, everything is on pause. So that being the case, we may have, I was thinking about December, start withdrawing some money out the market. But for some reason, I'm moving the goalposts a little bit more to January, February, because we're starting late. Everything is delayed. The Genius Act is in effect. Of course, they're printing more money. Also, at the end of the month, you can't forget about this catalyst. At the end of the month, what do we have at the end of the month coming up? Another rate cut. So we got a rate cut and a China announcement. Back to 130, 140, 150. That's all I'm saying. That's what I see. It's a setup. It's a setup, and I'm speculating here. I'm not saying these things are guaranteed, right? But we had 2 or 3 bad catalysts for this month. We may end it with 2 good ones at the end of the month. That's just how I see it. That's literally how I see it. So we have the Genius Act, and it's another act that's on the way as well. You know, that's dealing with crypto as well, and that's is deemed to be passed. Well, it's already passed, but in full effect, it's supposed to be in effect November. But since litigation has been slowed down because the government shut down, we may get that at the end of the year, December. So I'm looking for a Christmas rally. I'm looking for a New Year's rally according to the United States calendar. Everyone celebrates New Year's differently. The Ethiopians celebrate it, or the Egyptians celebrate it as according to the seasons in March. The Jewish already celebrated their New Year's months ago. You have the Americans that celebrated at the end of December, leading into January. You have the Chinese New Year. So what I'm saying is that I see that it's going to be green for November and December, January, and maybe February. We may have an extended cycle. We just may have an extended cycle. You know, but of course, tune on in. I'm going to make sure you guys are updated and keep you updated on literally what's going on, because things change daily. That's why I do daily updates and daily uploads, because things can change daily, right? Things can change daily. On that note, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is another episode of the Crypto Dough Show. Make sure you check out the merch store, right? Make sure you get you a crypto guide. Everyone needs it. Everyone needs guidance. That's the way I see it. And in fact, I need to upload the guide as well. So this upcoming weekend, I'm going to upload the guide, because I have some new information that I got to place in the guide. That's one benefit about the guide, the crypto guide, is that it's forever upgradable. As things change, so does the guide. As we have new information, new technologies being developed, new decks that's being developed. Another thing, I like Definitive. I've been paying attention to something called Definitive. I know it's backed by Coinbase. Aerodrome is another one. Coinbase, what people don't know about Coinbase is that Coinbase is actually investing in its demise, right? People want to be able to own their own crypto. They want to, and the world is going towards decentralization. Look at what happened the other day with AWS clouds, right? Most of these websites and all these other stuff, they went down. Coinbase went down, CoinDesk went down. A lot of websites that depends on a centralized network, which is considered AWS cloud, right? We have something called Edge, which is a decentralized network, right? A decentralized cloud computing. I've been talked about that on this channel. I actually bought that. That's one of the things that I lost in, but I didn't sell, because you only lose when you sell. But based on the utility is decentralized cloud computing. It's called Edge. It's not the definitive Edge, but definitive is a deck, so I like that too. But this one is decentralized cloud computing. Imagine AWS being decentralized, right? We won't have those problems when an attack happened. Everything attached to the center or the central network is actually affected. Have those issues. So check out Edge when you get a chance. Do your homework, just do your research, right? Edge is cloud computing, decentralized. I think this is a solution for what's going on in the near future, or what will begin to happen at a large scale. You may want to invest in solutions, because I see this being a forever problem. So why not invest in a forever solution? On that note, I appreciate you for tuning on in. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Put on your seatbelts. It is Crypto Dough once again. It is damn near time to take off in 5.